Hey, I just rewatched the George St. Pierre versus Johny Hendricks fight, and yeah, I rewatched the whole thing. And you know what, man? It's like if Johny Hendricks won that fight, and he just barely won it. But I gotta say, like, you know, he rocked GSP in the first round. I mean, it was wobbly, but you know what? If you can't knock somebody out, or at least attempt to knock somebody out that's been that's wobbly on their legs, and then you just stand there and you just keep doing like a points match, which GSP is going to win. If you can't capitalize on that, you really don't deserve to win. I mean, you really don't. Like, and that was really bizarre. Like, I mean, someone is on wobbly legs and you're not on them. Especially against GSP, because sometimes guys won't rush in because they don't want to get tagged and countered and knocked out, like say if someone's a heavy puncher. But GSP's not. I mean, what was Hendricks afraid of? What was Hendricks, GSP's wobbly. How come Hendricks isn't in there just throwing bombs? It must have been because he didn't want to gas out. He knew it was a long fight. But then, come the third round, I mean, Hendricks noticeably fades in that fight. And it's like, it really wasn't very impressive. If you turn that fight on and you watch the third, fourth, and fifth round, it really wasn't that impressive. I mean, if you're not in good enough shape to continue the pace that you were going, and he really wasn't going that fast of a pace, should you really win the entire fight because you rocked the champion a couple times? And like I said, I'm not saying GSP won. I'm just saying if Hendricks won, it was by just barely. But he really, in a way, looked kind of pathetic in the fight. I just watched it again, and yeah, I'm saying Johny Hendricks looked a little bit pathetic. I mean, if you can't capitalize on those things, I mean, that almost makes you look worse than not even doing it to begin with. You know what I mean? Because it's like, a lot of times guys in there against GSP and they just can't get anything done. They're just outclassed. But it's like if you get the opportunity to take that belt, that's what he had. I mean, the champion's on wobbly legs and you have the opportunity to take the belt and you just don't. It was just really kind of a bizarre fight, man. I'm really not that impressed with Hendricks, rewatching the fight. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. And I'm not a GSP fan. I don't like GSP. But hey, man, you got to give credit where credit's due. If someone gets rocked and they're still there doing their thing, I mean, it's a hard guy to beat. And if you didn't beat him, you didn't beat him. And that's all there is to it. All right, catch you guys later.